Good evening. Welcome to our live edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline in the BPTV studios. I know you don't see this, but we got room deafening control panels and stuff on the wall, sound deadening things. Big black curtain here to sound deaden here, so no echoes are coming out. The sound's pretty clear. Thanks to Devin Shea and Ethan tonight. We appreciate you guys. I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. I got Smoking Jim Frazier with me. We're going to talk some sports with you. Thanks for watching us on Comcast 7, only in Bethel Park. Thanks for watching us on Verizon 32 in Bethel Park and all the way from Nemacolin to Cranberry, Wexford, and all points in between. We appreciate you. We're stuck at 6,640 likes on Facebook, so thanks for watching our show and liking our page. We appreciate all those likes. I'll have some promos in a minute or so, but our show's sponsored by Olive Oil's Pizzeria. I might as well start right now, Devin. I'm going to go right into this. Here's my little promo from Olive Oil's Pizzeria. Give them a call, 412-831-1900. The phones weren't ringing when I was there to pick up our pizza and hoagie. Give them a call. Talk to Caitlin, Joe, Mitch. Give them a call. Mitch made our pizza up. Was delicious. Thank you very much, Frank Fanera of Olive Oil's Pizzeria. Another promo is the Joey Favis Childhood Cancer Foundation. Here we go here. There's Joey before DIPG and after DIPG with the brain cancer. It's a 501c3. Any money you donate will be donated to find the cure for DIPG. They have a night at the races coming up, I was told. Frank Favis was mentioned. I think it's like May 4th or 5th, somewhere around there. He'll be on the show in one of the following weeks when we're on location to talk about that. But they'll have a night at the races. Check that out. You can have some fun, and the money all goes to a great cause, the Joey Favis Childhood Cancer Foundation. Next up on our thing is the the Bethel Park Historical Society. Schoolhouse Arts and History Center, right on South Park Road. There's a trolley right in front of it. You can't miss it. They put 5,000 windows in there. It's a 501c3, does a lot of great things in our community, has events, rents out the schoolhouse to different places that need a place to rent out in Bethel Park. So it's a great place for business. Check it out. Next, Dave Cable had some fun at my expense. I Want You for BPTV. That's my face transposed on Uncle Sam. Tell them Uncle Al sent you to BPTV, 412-831-3304. Give Dave Cable a call. Tell him you want to be on camera like Devin Shea, on the soundboard like Ethan. Other people come and run our shows. We do about 500 shows a year, so we need plenty of people to run cameras and do different things here in the studio. Again, 412-831-3304. Tell them Uncle Al sent you. If you need money for your group, I have another organization, the Community Foundation of Bethel Park, BPCF.org. Get an application. Come in, apply for money for your group that's doing great things in Bethel Park, and you can get from $100 to $5,000. That's all for real. You can check it out and check out bpcf.org. That's it for my promos. I'd like to say that Skeets Lewandowski of Skeets Service Station sponsors our What's on Your Mind. That's our opening segment. We do it on each of our shows on location and here in the studio. He sponsors it. He's right past Trax Farm, Mineral Beach, in Finleyville. Can't beat him. 724-348-4715. Give Skeets a call. He works on anything and everything that runs on gas. Believe me. Weed whackers, lawnmowers, cars, trucks, tractors, boats, anything on gas. He works on it, so check it out. He has a Monday morning buffet. Smoking Jim wants to come out and eat some pig's feet. He's not a fan of pig's feet, but he'd like to eat pig's feet, so we'll see if we can get him out there. That's 724-348-4715, Skeets Service Station, and that's Skeets Lewandowski. Tell them Al Levine, the talking machine, sent you there. And we're going to start the beginning of our show with how we always do. What's on your mind, Smoking Jim Frazier?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
it's coming at you.
You got to see Levine. Back to my old high school option quarterback days.
When did you ever play QB? Get out of here. I got to see that film.
But I tell you, talking machine, just going to talk briefly about
what's on your mind.
Maybe a little Pittsburgh Sportsline team of the week.
Whoa, what sport?
Got to be basketball.
I'm just checking with you. There's hockey out there too.
I forgot about that. We may have a hockey team coming on April 9th, a youth hockey team. I'm excited about that. They're a championship team, JV and varsity.
You're kidding me.
But
keep me in suspense.
Yeah. But I tell you what, March Madness has been eating me up. And, I had Arizona winning it all. They had the 2 7-footers. And
well, once the FBI tapped Sean Miller, I mean, you had to be a little suspect there.
Yeah, I thought maybe it would galvanize the team, if that's a word.
Well, Sean come out with the strongest speech ever, saying he did say it, and he didn't pay anybody to play basketball at his school.
I believe it.
And everybody in the stands gave him a standing ovation when he come on the court after that.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're one of many that believes it.
Yeah.
But he's under investigation.
Yeah, and I drink the Kool-Aid.
Oh.
You see that?
I know you do.
But, got to give Aliquippa a little credit. They've been in the news. I thought that they ended up hiring Coach Warfield, and his son is a star sophomore basketball player for Sykes Wickley Academy.
Wow.
And that's a tough situation. Like I said, everybody is saying that the previous coach got fired, but he didn't. His contract was up. They didn't renew it. He says he's 74, 75. Birth certificate may say he's 80. You know what I mean? How long you want the guy to coach,
Till he dies.
Till he dies. And he did a great job for Aliquippa, as all the previous great coaches, Yanessa and all those guys. But I think that Warfield was a surprise to me. I thought Sherman McBride, who's a friend of the show, would get it, but he wasn't even in the top 3. I'm glad Sean Gilbert didn't get it, because he pretty much lives in Charlotte, North Carolina.
He'd have to travel.
And it looked like Warfield's in it for the long term. He's excited about it. He played quarterback for Aliquippa back when Sean Gilbert was a sophomore. He was a senior, and they had some great teams. He played college ball, but more so recently, he's been he was assistant coach at Aliquippa for a number of years. He's 48 years old. But he was a quarterback coach the last 4 years at Central Valley High School, and he was going to have a quarterback that he's been working with this year that's probably going to start as a sophomore for Central Valley, Amir Dudley's son.
Oh, nice.
So that was a loss for Amir and his family, but living in the Beaver Valley, they're used to losses. But I got to say congratulations. Give a Pittsburgh Sportsline congratulations to the Gateway Girls.
What'd they do?
They won the WPIL, but they got robbed a little bit in the state playoffs. Congratulations to Mars High School, who's going to the state championship. Carmody is a guy that's their star that's going to Notre Dame. But what's on my mind is referees.
I couldn't wait.
And I know that your dad was a referee, and a great referee. One of my regrets is I never got a chance to meet him, but his reputation precedes him. Everybody talks highly of your dad, Tiptoes.
Thank you.
Still remembers him. And but the reason I say that is because in the Pittsburgh Sportsline Team of the Week is from the eastern part of the state for a change. last night in basketball semifinals, and I know, Machine, you went to a lot of basketball games growing up.
Yeah.
It's a tradition once the game's over, and you can't stop the fans from throwing Hershey Kisses onto the court because they're going to play the state championship in Hershey. So Aberdeen Heights, real good basketball team, 25-3. They're playing a game, and they're up by 3 points with 2 seconds to go in the game.
That's not bad.
The other team passed the ball in. One of Aberdeen's players in the backcourt fouls him so that he gets 2 shots and not 3.
Sure.
Well, the timekeeper didn't see the foul, and it was almost at the end of the game, so the horn blew for the end of the game.
Wow.
Which meant the fans thought the game was over. They started throwing Hershey Kisses onto the court. The referee, the kid was getting 2 shots. The referee hits the fans with a technical.
Wow.
So they get 2 technical shots. So they bring their best free throw shooter on. He hits the 2. The other guy comes up, hits the 1, and misses the 4th, would have won the game. So went into overtime. But Aberdeen Heights end up winning. And
what happened to the Hershey Kisses?
Hershey Kisses, I guess. Well, there's 2 things that happened to Hershey Kisses.
I'm trying to find out.
The away team kept theirs because they lost, so they kept theirs in the bag. And I guess they mopped up the floor with the other one. But like I said, a lot of times you got to have common sense as a referee. You know they're going to throw it. They thought the game was over. They wasn't doing it to delay the game. The guy blew the horn. The game was over. The fans is excited. But luckily, the team was able to compose themselves, and they won the game, and they're going to play Mars for the state championship.
Wow.
So that's the Pittsburgh Sportsline Team of the Week. They almost got robbed by an overzealous referee, but they prevailed, and good luck in Hershey to all the teams. And that's what's on my mind.
Thanks, Smoking Jim. Appreciate that. What's on my mind is I don't do brackets. I follow March Madness. What's odd is 9 out of the top 16 teams are out of this.
Wow.
I like Duke from the beginning. I still like Duke. I say Duke will win it, but that's just me, one guy. I have no brackets. I have no money in the game. But there's been some great basketball. They put a team like Oklahoma in the thing because of Trae Young. Mm-hmm. They were one and done. I mean, it just goes to show there's a great player. He can pump up those threes, but his team was nothing. Mm-hmm. Had a bad team. How could he even be in the NCAA tournament? What's wrong with that? What are these guys looking at? So I just believe there's a lot of politics in picking the teams that go in. And it was nice to see a number 16, UMBC, win a game. So that's always good to see that, beat Virginia. So there's been exciting basketball. Can't wait to see who's in the finals. And don't count West Virginia out. They may be hot at the right time this year. We'll have to see. But that Huggins can really coach a team, and he has some players there. That Javon Carter's a heck of a ball player. He'll be playing at the next level from what I think. So that's what's on my mind. And we're going to come back to Fiction and Fact with Smokin' Jim's Almanac.
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine, and my man Ethan and Devin Shea in the control room. Appreciate them. But I guess since our guy Chipper's not here today, I can take my time a little bit on Fiction and Fact from Smokin' Jim's Almanac.
Oh, you can go through the whole book.
Yeah, I'll just give one story. I'll go back to 2003.
Wow.
Getting ready for another Pittsburgh Steelers draft, and Pittsburgh Steelers, some of you people heard this story before, but it's worth mentioning again now that the Steelers signed a couple free agents, veteran free agents, last couple of days.
Where'd they find the money?
Yeah, they always seem to be able to find the money, even though they say they're up against it. But it's amazing. But the Steelers brought me in 2000. Former general manager Tom Donahoe invited me to come down and be part of the draft process. But unfortunately, before the draft in 2000, he was fired, and they hired Kevin Colbert. And Kevin Colbert at that time was nothing more than Bill Cowher's coffee boy. And so they brought me in. It was at Three River Stadium then.
Wow.
And so I guess I was a little bit too negative on that particular draft that they had that year. So they abruptly fired me and kept me away for the next 2 years. But they brought me back in 2003. By this time, Al Levine, the Talking Machine, they was on the south side.
Whoa.
Nice facility, man.
How was the steak?
The steak was excellent. You know, at Three Rivers, they had food catered in, but they had their own cafeteria, black cooks. You know, at the south side facility, 24 hours, man, we can eat. And so I come in 2003. Myron Cope is still living at that time. He's doing his radio show in one of the rooms, and the Pittsburgh Steelers were really high on Larry Johnson from Penn State. And another kid was Doss, a free safety from Ohio State. And they never thought that they could ever really get Troy Polamalu because he was going to be gone. But the more the draft was going on, Troy was sliding a little bit. The Pittsburgh Steelers felt like they could make a deal and get him, so they packaged up their third-round pick and their first-round pick, and they moved up higher in the first round to get Troy Polamalu. And I almost got fired on the spot because if you think about it, Al Levine and Talking Machine in 2003, that was before – you know, a lot of cell phones and call forwarding and stuff like that. So when I called Troy up on the phone after they got drafted, and I'm talking to Troy on the phone, and when I first call him up, I don't say I'm with the Steelers. They says he can't come to the phone. He's a real religious guy. He's doing this Polynesian dance. So I says, well, this is Smoking Jim Frazier from the Pittsburgh Steelers. So he gets on the phone. We're talking about his roommate, Carson Palmer, and we're just – and the Steelers, in the meantime, they put the trade together, but they like to talk to the player prior to selecting them.
Sure.
You know, in the normal draft process, they know that they're up in about 10 minutes. They give you a call and say, hey, if this next team don't take you, we'll select you. They couldn't do that with Troy because the trade was so quick. And the Steelers are trying to call, and they're getting a busy signal because I'm on the phone with Troy, but they're scared to death because Troy's a little different guy.
Yeah.
He's always lived on the West Coast, and they have no idea because you don't have to. You can go back into the draft the next year. You know, Troy's the type guy that maybe would sit out.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not playing for Pittsburgh, so they're sweating bullets, man. I'm on the phone with Troy for 20 minutes, but luckily when I got off, the Steelers called, and Troy said that he'll come to Pittsburgh. So back then they had 3 rounds on one day. To now it's just 2 on one on the first day, 2 on the second day, and then 4 the next day. So we come back for the 4th round the next day. Steelers didn't have a 3rd round pick. They traded it. So Bill Cowher's there. Everybody's scared to talk. He's sitting there, and he got one of his sweaters on, his nice sweaters on.
Nice.
So Bill Cowher says, we need a cornerback, but there's no cornerback on our board that's worthy of being drafted. So I says, my number 1 rated cornerback is still out there. He says, he's 6'1", 195 pounds, runs a 4.2, 840, and he got a 43-inch vertical jump. All the scouts says, there's no way, there's no effing way. If he was like that, he'd have been one of the first 10 guys picked. I said, well, he's my number 1 guy. He's still there. So they says, what school? I said, well, it used to be Southwest Louisiana, and now it's Louisiana Lafayette. So Coach Cowher calls down there, gets the head coach on the phone. You know how you white guys do.
No, I don't know that.
We got a guy down here that says you got a player down there that can do this, that, and other thing. He says, yeah, that's true. He said he's a freak of nature. He says, I don't know why he wasn't invited to the combine. So the Steelers pulled the trigger on him, and it's the first time I've ever seen from that point on and since then that nobody had anything on him. Because every time we draft now, you got NFL Network. Back then, you just had ESPN. So you turn on and listen and see what Kuiper and them guys say. They had no information about him. So Myron Cope pulls me in on his show.
Wow.
Because nobody ever heard of this guy. And then at that time, his name
and this is your number one guy.
This is my number one guy. And at the time, his name was Ivan Taylor. Of course, he changed it when he got here to Ike Taylor. And he ended up having a great, great career in Pittsburgh and great, great television career till he had just a little slip up. But that's my fiction and fact from Smoking Jim's Almanac. Ike Taylor, and the only reason I knew about him, nobody knew about him because he was academically ineligible his first 2 years.
Wow.
Maybe that's why
they might have missed him.
Maybe that's why he was sending new pictures via phone. You know, his academics wasn't that strong, but also he come out his junior year and played running back. He was a backup running back. And then his senior year, they moved him to cornerback. So and you only really get notoriety of cornerbacks when you get interceptions. He didn't have any interceptions. So.
Well, he has stone hands.
Yeah, so you
didn't tell him that he has stone hands.
You actually had to watch the game tape, to really even notice this guy. That he was a great, great player and ended up having a great career here in Pittsburgh and one of the all-time great cornerbacks in Pittsburgh Steelers history. So, and he was a pallbearer for Mr. Rooney's funeral. So wow. Maybe if Mr. Rooney was still living, maybe he could have pulled some strings for Ike Taylor. But
he couldn't.
That's the fiction and fact for Smoking Jim's Almanac, my man.
Thanks, Smoking Jim. We've heard it before, but I liked how you brought it up this time.
Thank you,
now
sir.
I know why you and Cower are such tight buddies.
Coach Cower did everything but send naked photos.
Wow. Unbelievable. Thank you, Smoking Jim Frazier. Thanks for not changing that dial. On location, we were at Hollywood Lanes last night. It was a great show. Smoking Jim said it was one of our better shows. We just had some great people on. Master Zhang of Zhang Taekwondo was there. Brought a couple of his cups. Had sparkling grape juice for me and Smoking Jim to toast and drink out of the cups. I finished mine, so did Smoking Jim, because we're goal-oriented like that. We had a lot of fun there, and we had baseball head coach of CMU Baseball, Claudio Rosano, and 3 of his team members. It was just a great time. A lot of information out there, had a lot of fun, a lot of sports talk. So we'll be back again next month. But coming up after this, we'll be at Olive Oil's Pizzeria. That is on the 9th of April. And then the 16th, we'll be back at Hollywood Lanes. Jeffrey Park's daughter, Delaney, she'll have her birthday of 1 year old coming up this Sunday. Smoking Jim said we will be there. So we'll see what happens there. But it was a great night at Olive Oil's Pizzeria, and then we backed it up with Hollywood Lanes. How could you go wrong? The studio and the stage they have there is just great. Sound system was great. Guests were great. People come around. Just a fun time there. So come and join us on one of our on-location shows, the second Monday of each month and the third Monday of each month. Olive Oil's Pizzeria, 930 Brookline Boulevard, and then 2961 West Liberty Avenue, Hollywood Lanes, right next to the Dunkin' Donuts. When you see Dunkin' Donuts, walk to your left. There's a red door. Takes you right down to the bowling lanes. It's not just a bowling facility. They got stage. They got huge screen, big screen TVs. Unbelievable. Quite the location there. So check us out. And thanks for all the likes again and watching our shows. Thanks for watching us again. Chief, hope you're having that dessert now, and hope you and Gravy are enjoying Gravy's birthday today. So have a good day. Pittsburgh Penguins. They just won the other night. It's amazing what they're doing this second half. You know, up near the top spot. Players are starting to play like I predicted. Need that three-peat. Smoking Jim seconded that emotion last night. He said the talking machine called for that three-peat. It looks like they're going to do it. Well, they got some work ahead of us. I don't know whether it's about 12 games left of the season or not. They're playing tonight, so don't change that dial yet. Wait till 8 o'clock. We've got another 27 minutes, so you can watch us, but the Penguins are just playing a good game. We need Matt Murray to come back. He has been one of the most injured goaltenders the last 2 years, but he has something that those other goaltenders don't have: 2 Stanley Cups.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a steel plate this year.
No. He may need one, but, you know, right now we're good. But he has 2 Stanley Cups, Smoking Jim. It's rare that a young player like that as a goaltender would have 2 cups in his first 2 years.
Thanks to Fleury.
Well, Fleury gets an assist on that. He got the money, and he's doing well out in Vegas, so that's how things work out there. You do your best. What else can you do? You're the emperor that says these players are just pieces of meat, so what do you care? Whether it's Fleury or Murray, just get me the W. And that's what they're working on.
Good point.
Well, we got covered the Penguins. We'll talk about Little Pirates maybe a little bit.
Can I ask you one question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Concerning hockey, and I should have asked Devin Shea this while he was here. I know it would make his day. Do you think that Alex Ovechkin, my favorite hockey player currently, will be able to catch Wayne Gretzky? Wayne Gretzky got 894, I believe, goals. Ovechkin has over 600. And he's on pace, maybe if he plays another 7 years, 6 years, to maybe catch Gretzky. That's stretching it, but
well, what if he plays another 10 years?
He would get.
He might be in his early 40s. Yeah. He'll be like Jaromir Jagr. Just keep playing.
Those Russians, something about that's why I like
Czechoslovakia.
The Russian players. Huh?
Jagr's from Czechoslovakia.
Since when? He played for Russia, huh? And
No.
overseas. He's always been a Czech?
Yeah.
Is there a difference between the two?
Here's Russia, here's Czechoslovakia.
They that close, huh?
Yeah. With your general studies, you must have missed geography. In your travels around the country, you must have missed. You go too far west, it's Asia. You go too far east, it's Europe.
Okay.
There's continents all over the world. You got to get a map out. We might have, after the show, we'll have to get our phones and check a map out for you. I'm glad you like Jagr. He's back in his home country, not Russia.
I didn't know that.
If Ovechkin keeps playing, anything's possible.
Okay.
And in this era, it's tough to score goals. Look at Crosby's been about the same time. He's only scored 400 goals. And he's a great player.
I didn't know he's that far behind him.
Yeah, there's not that many goals being scored like they were during the Gretzky era. 40, 50, 60 goals would be scored during a game.
Yeah.
The game has changed a lot.
Well, Gretzky could do the same thing if he played today, but yeah.
You think?
I know what you mean.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you become a hockey expert. Luckily, you're no baseball expert. We're not going to baseball on that. I did have a couple questions since you're the first black ring announcer in Golden Gloves history.
Yes, sir.
How did it go? Your last time, did you announce any ring announcing?
Well, the last one was
Wolfpack.
Yeah, Wolfpack.
You were at Wolfpack, weren't you?
So I did two. I had 2 assignments so far this year, and you and I will be doing the fights at the 31st, the Hall of Fame. And then I did find out that the Pittsburgh Championships is on April 7th, and the state championships is on April 28th. So I'm not sure.
Where are they located at?
God's Country, Monroeville, both of them.
Get out.
Yeah, so we're so on honored to have everybody come out to Monroeville so we can show it off. But so yeah, it's some traveling. It's
Wow.
some traveling. But of course, the 31st is out here in Royal.
We'll
Place.
be there.
We'll be there. It's good food. I'm not sure who's all getting inducted in the Hall of Fame. I know one is Muscles.
Oh,
Healy.
really?
Yeah.
Cannot. That's a good guy.
But I tell you what, L. Levine, the talking machine, like I said before, it's really an honor, you know, to get promoted to ring announcer. I really didn't see that in my future. I've seen being a promoter,
Yeah.
but ring announcer, I didn't see that. I always thought you were a better fit for that,
Oh, thank you.
and you did it in the
White
on
collar
the
baller.
White Collar Brawler reality TV show. But so so far it's going on good.
Well, maybe
I'm happy
Jimmy
about
Cvetic thinks he can mold you a little better than he was trying to mold me.
Well, you know, he already knows that.
I'm
he
just
met
saying.
his match. He met his match with you, brother.
I'm just saying.
So did Bill Neal. Yeah. But,
Thank
but
you.
Bill Neal, I recently said tell you hi.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, Bill Neal said tell you
Tell
hi.
Bill
So,
I said hello.
I sure
I
will.
respect what he does in the neighborhood.
Yeah, Bill still grinding, man.
Yeah, he's a very active guy, does a lot of great community things.
Yeah. Man,
Definitely.
for close to 50 years now.
What's going on with what is it, the city or the Pittsburgh Hall of Fame?
You know what? I haven't done much. You
You gonna have one this year, a City
yeah,
League Hall of Fame?
Yeah, it's just getting bigger and bigger. So, you know, this will be the fourth one, or the fifth. The fifth.
The fifth one.
Yeah,
Wow.
it'll be the fifth one already, man. So,
It's hard to believe. Where's it going to be?
that's
Still to be
again, I'm
determined.
not sure. You know, Bill Neal seems to burn bridges every place he's ever been. But the History Center was a great place. But and they really packed it in, almost 600 people
Wow.
for one show at 500 paying, 500 paying, almost 700, 678 people we had there out
You're
there.
kidding.
178 freebies with the honorees and the vendors.
178. That's
100
huge.
because the place only held 500. So yeah, so he pre-sold 500 tickets, and they didn't want anybody over. No, I'm sorry, it held 600.
Yeah.
But they stopped the ticket sales at 500, so he pre-sold 500, still went 78 over. But hey, that's Bill Neal for you. But
He can pack the house. That's
can
for
pack
sure.
the house. They wanted everybody out of there at 9 o'clock, and the awardees didn't even start getting up till 9:30. So
You're
yeah,
kidding. Wow.
and it was about close to 50 of those. You know, but so it was close to midnight, and so they didn't get invited back. But hey, at least Claudio got something out there, and
Yeah, how
some
about
baseball
that?
stuff right next to Dan Marino.
That's
you know?
amazing. What an honor.
It's amazing that Claudio says that it was right next to Dan Marino's blah, blah, blah. I'm like saying...
Dapper Dan.
Yeah, okay, Dapper Dan, because I know it ain't next to no championships. He didn't win none in high school, college, or the pro. So I'm glad he got the Dapper Dan. What a
Yeah.
great player,
He
Dan
was.
Marino.
Ah, definitely.
Greatest player to never win a championship, maybe,
Yeah, we have
at
stuff like,
any level.
we have stuff like that happens.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people, they don't have the luck like you have, Smoking Jim. You're blessed. They got to work a little harder there or something. But no, it's always interesting to talk to Claudio. It's nice that he's got a tournament named after his parents.
That's incredible.
April 29th.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah. So hopefully Robert Morris on spoil that day.
well, it sounds like they can score some runs. Maybe his pitching will hold them to a little
It sounded
bit.
like he said they beat Florida,
Yeah.
University of Florida, man. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
For a
looking
small
forward.
school like CMU.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going, man.
Are
I'm
you?
gonna check it out. Yeah.
You're going to make it.
Yeah, that Sunday. I've been missing. He's played quite a few games in my backyard. Boys got a team,
Get on.
and that's right there in Monroeville. But Sundays is tough. It's usually they play in the fall. It's football season around that time. You know, I like.
Well,
to,
you got a lot of godchildren, so I'm sure there's other activities
Yeah, I
there.
like my godchildren. And I like Terry Bradshaw. You know, I like the pregame hype. But now it's in the spring. I don't have much to do in the spring, so I'll go.
It might happen.
29th, yeah, Sunday, day after the Golden Glove Championship. So maybe I'll take some state championship boxers out there.
Wow.
See some winners. Yeah.
Could be a possibility.
Yeah, Claudio could
talk to them.
Yeah, give him a little pep talk.
He could do it.
Yeah.
He's an inspiration.
And I think some of Claudio players may be able to help me with my drone.
Forget it. You're not getting a drone. You can't even work these cell phones.
Never even flew a kite, brother.
I flew plenty of kites with my kids. I could tell you stories about flying kites.
I want to hear one, man. Give me your best kite story, man.
You want to hear a kite story?
Heck yeah, man.
Over in South Park, I forget the place where it's at, but it's a big, huge hill. I forget, Sunny Slopes. Big, huge area. They sled ride there. It's a long area there. There's a hillside. I forget the road that's there. We'd fly kites. My kids were little. 750 feet of rope. So I said, we're flying 750 feet all day long. So I go, I'll get you another roll. How about let's see if we can go up higher? The kids were pumped up. People were beeping their cars. We're putting these kites out. They're at 750, 1,000,
really?
1,200 feet, 1,500 feet. And this one day, there's a nice breeze blowing. The kites are up. You didn't have to really run. We had the kites, you just hold them and the wind would take them.
Wow.
So they're holding them, adjusting, playing around. And sure enough, the sheriff comes by in a car.
No.
Yeah. No. I'm telling you the truth. It's a BPTV first. This happened years ago. I don't know. The kids were, Casey was maybe 8. Andrew was probably 5. They got their kites out. The sheriff comes over and he goes, "Sir, you're going to have to take those kites down." I go, "We're just flying kites here. How bad can that be, officer?" He goes, "They're in the path of the airplanes going to Allegheny County Airport. So you got to take those kites down." I said, "You're kidding me. We'll do that right now." So we're winding and winding. You know how hard it was to wind those kites and get that string back. It took us a while, but we were in the path of airplanes.
Wow,
so we had to watch.
Wow.
True story, Smoking Jim. I flew plenty of kites.
Man, we got to get you a little fiction and fact, bro.
That's all fact.
That's good.
That's all
good
fact.
Stuff, man.
Reeling those kites in by hand, that was tough. I had 2 of them to try to reel in, but we got them in and we were okay. Said, "Thanks, Sheriff.
Well,
have a nice
day." You know what,
day."
Down, I'm worried about my favorite pastime. My favorite pastime, Al Levine, the talking machine, is letting balloons go. Well, if you're a kid, you better hold tight, because I'd rather see a kid cry and see that balloon going up. Oh man, I'm addicted to it, bro.
Are you?
I like the
helium balloons flying off.
But I'm wondering now, like birthday balloons.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they got up there in the plane.
Mess with the plane.
Yeah, I got to quit doing that, bro. Many a kids cried over my house.
And the pilots are crying about, there's another balloon going in our engine.
Man, I just love watching balloons float away, man.
But how about that? We were in the path of airplanes.
That's amazing.
They come over and told us we got to pull them down.
That's great.
Unbelievable.
That's great.
And we still went back and flew kites a few times after that, but I couldn't use the 2 rolls of rope.
Yeah.
I just used the 1.
You almost caused the air traffic controllers to go on strike.
No, that was beforehand, during Ronald Reagan's regime. That's another story for another day, buddy. We should have shut the whole country down and they wouldn't have been out. But that's another story. Who knows what you hear on Pittsburgh Sportsline. Glad I could give you a little diversion with a sport, kite flying.
That was great stuff, man.
Yeah, but we did have some fun. True story, Smoking Jim. You pulled it out of me. You never heard that one.
No, that was good.
I got a bunch of stories, buddy.
didn't
You know
expect
I
that
can
one.
talk.
I didn't expect
That's
that
a
one.
real one, but yeah.
Hey, at least the photographer for the Tribune gave you a little credit for the Post-Gazette
What's that?
last night.
Yeah.
He said he likes all papers, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
No, he's out of work.
Well, he don't work there. Wants to know why we can't all get along. But yeah, we had a great guest, Master Zhang. Can't beat him.
Fountain of youth, man.
Yeah, 41 years old,
Man,
champion.
I never guessed over 25.
25.
I ain't letting no 41-year-old break no board over my head.
I did it no problem. Ate that hoagie. That'll be in the show. Dave's going to pull it off the
That's
one
great.
video
I
and put it
can't
on
wait-
the next.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Nice
so
guy, man. Nice guy.
Definitely. He invited us to be up on his martial arts SWAT chat.
I can't wait, man.
Yeah, we'll be doing a show. You'll find out about kimchi.
Yeah.
Have a little fun. You can learn to eat kimchi. It might be too spicy for you.
Yeah, I don't deal with that.
Yeah, it's
Is it from
cabbage.
the Orient?
Yeah. Might have to give you some of that. Get you strong. Get you off of that Kentucky Fried Chicken. We got all these people. Hey, while I was getting my hair cut, thanks to Marianne at Azazu, got this haircut. Cleaned it all up. They said, yeah, you did need a haircut, so thanks, ladies. Appreciate that. Went down to a gym, Clark Fit. Who's our
Did
man
you?
there?
Oh, was he there?
He was there. Went up to
Wow.
his place. It's a small place, but he said it's a nice, intimate place. I can charge people more because I work one-on-one with people.
Wow.
He even said, I'm going to work out today and do some boxing. So later on in the day, he put up a little film that he was boxing a little bit up in his gym.
Yeah.
Got a nice facility, bags everywhere, got a weights for people to lift and work out.
Oh, man,
Yeah,
good for
got a
him.
little
man.
area.
Good location.
So I saw CC Clark right up above the camera repair shop, Clark Fit.
Wow.
Yeah. So I
Was
told
it hard to find?
No, easy. I told you I knew where it was.
Yeah.
There's this camera repair. Nicholas Coffee's here. Then you walk up another block. Camera repair's here. Upstairs, Clark Fit.
It's near the Dunkin' Donuts.
It's up from there.
Up from
Dunkin' Donuts is next to Nicholas Coffee. And tea, where I got my tea. Loaded up on green tea and peanuts. Here, where's those peanuts at?
Right here, brother.
Been eating these since I've been about 12 years old. Nicholas Coffee has the best dry roasted peanuts for my buddy Smoking
Thank you.
Jim Frazier.
Made my day. I love these.
Eat those on the ride home. It'll mess up that car.
You know it will. You know how we do.
We don't stop. Take some water or something with you to wash that
A little
down.
coffee.
Oh, okay. Get another free cup somewhere. Go out to the Meadows and get a free cup.
Yeah, well,
You're
I'll be
only
at Rivers.
25 minutes
I'm
away.
on my way to Rivers.
Are
man.
you?
Free coffee.
You
and
stopping at Rivers tonight?
I'm there often, man.
Are you? I didn't know
Yeah.
you gamble like that.
Well, I don't gamble, but matter of fact, last week was the first time I spent money in the 2 years I've been going to Rivers, because I go there for the free coffee and pop,
Yeah.
and then I sit at the one seating area that you sit there and plug in my phone and do my paperwork.
Get
and then
on.
go get more free coffee and
That's
pop.
your place.
Yeah, that's my place. I do a lot of paperwork right
Wow.
there, man. And but last 2 weeks ago,
They
I
get you.
took my best friend up to the buffet.
What's her name?
Yeah, and we had and it was funny because they really got me. It was expensive. It was $19.99 a plate. So I thought that was kind of expensive, you know.
For you, yeah.
And but
For prime rib, that
and
sounds good.
But they got me because I didn't know. I loaded up the first plate and didn't know they had the prime rib till I went around the second time. Man, I must have got 7 plates of prime rib, man.
Was it the buffet?
Yeah, it was
Ah,
so
no
good.
wonder.
Man. Oh, was that good?
Was it?
Oh. Then I got full and I just sat there another half hour, man.
Digesting.
Yeah, I had to get one more prime rib before I go, man. That was so good, man.
Was it?
But they got me because I could have got more plates of it if I knew they had. I had codfish and all kind of stuff on my first plate.
Get on.
Yeah, but once I found out they had
You went to the
rib,
prime rib.
man, that was good. Yeah,
Wow.
they may get me once a month, once every 2 months up there at that buffet.
Really?
That's how good it is.
Get on.
Well, you know I can't cook, so I got to eat
I
out.
know. I know that.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it. Got to learn to cook a little bit, buddy. Trying to get you to eat healthier. Well, at least we know Smoking Jim got his new office at the Rivers Casino. Check him out there.
I'm there.
You know they have bands that play there and stuff?
Well, that's what I heard, but usually I'm there during the week. Every once in a while I go on the weekend, but it's crowded. It's hard to get a not hard to get a parking space, but
It's a little
I like
packed.
I like to wax my car up there too.
You wax your car?
Yeah, but it's indoor.
Get on.
Yeah, so I got spray wax, shine it up, and
Do you?
then the brothers like the Armor All on the tires, you know.
Wow.
So, yeah, so once I get done doing all my work there and drinking all my free coffee, then I take a coffee cup to go. Usually I got my own cup.
Sure, you fill it up.
Yeah, and then I throw some. And usually I always get because I pop open the trunk and the hood.
Yeah.
You know, clean out inside there too. You know, since
Sure.
I'm indoors and I always get the security truck comes thinking I need AAA. You okay? Yeah, just cleaning it out. Yeah.
Don't they know who you are?
Yeah.
You got to tell them I'm Smoking Jim Frazier.
Yeah, man.
Come on,
I
man.
clean it out the ride, man. You know.
Wow. You can't do that at the Meadows there. You don't do that at the Meadows.
They don't let you do that.
You never did it there.
It's too far.
Too far a trip.
Yeah, too far, man. I got money moves on my mind when I'm at the Meadows, man.
Money moves.
Me and you either doing the show or we watching the horse racing, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I still got my tickets when I put some money on some horses at the
That's
Meadows,
right.
man.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm
We'll
too busy making money moves. Plus the girls at the Meadows, so beautiful.
we'll have to go back out there someday.
I can't wait, man.
We got to go back out and check it out.
Yeah.
Our friend Sharon, the one that drives the golf
Yeah.
cart, she wants us to come out. Hopes
Man,
to
what
see
a great
us.
experience, man. Whoever thought that I'd be on the track, man. You know?
Went to the other side, the paddock area.
Yeah.
Didn't
that
we
was
have
so
some
cool.
fun?
We had some fun, man.
Yeah, thanks to
Heck
Heather
yeah.
Wilder and the MSOA.
That's why everybody thinks you're a millionaire, man. They see your pictures, man.
Aw.
You're with Jessica Lee, and you're
Thanks,
you're with the
Smokin'.
models, and you're with the you're driving around with the ponies, man. Heck yeah.
I try
How's
to
our
suck it.
Italian doing?
Who?
Singer, our Italian singer, man. She can sing.
She's got a studio up in New York now.
Oh man.
Christine
Yeah.
Chirambola.
Yeah. That's
You even forgot her name.
Christine. I thought it was Christina. Is it
Christina.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
all coming back.
It's coming back.
Yeah,
I knew it
What a
would.
beautiful girl. CMU, another CMU graduate.
Yeah.
They never recruited me.
I don't know why. Might have needed some SAT scores, buddy. You need they recruited me and a couple guys from high
You
school.
must have been smart, man.
Yeah.
Giuliana recruited you to some
Yeah.
good schools, man.
Yeah. I went to CMU. They gave us a free meal, showed us
Chuck
around.
Clausy.
He was there. He was
just
coach back
passed
then.
away
I know.
recently. Yeah.
I remember meeting him.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, those were the days.
Wow, man. Where'd time go?
I don't know, man. It's back in the 70s.
CMU.
Time moves on. For all of us.
Yeah.
Definitely.
One thing you can't get back in life is time.
I know.
Look, we've been doing this show 7 years.
6 years, 6.5 years,
Wow.
buddy.
Wow.
It's our 7th year now.
It's amazing, man.
Thanks to you, buddy.
Man.
On BPTV. Thanks to Dave Cable and the
Most
Bethel
fun I ever had.
Park community.
Look at 98% of my pictures I have, and I got thousands of pictures have all been in the last 7 years with you.
I
Pretty
know. I
much
keep seeing these
95% of them.
photos with women. It's like at Sip Sports Bar and stuff. The big Sip photos are in the back.
Yeah.
The cover's on Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, yeah.
I see those photos popping up, buddy, every so often, among new ones.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'd like to see if you put them all out in one day. How many would you have? You'd
man.
overload Facebook.
They probably shut me down. Thinking
You
I'm
think
doing
you have
something.
1,000 photos?
Oh, we're way over.
Are you?
Yeah, way over 1,000.
Get on. 2.
Yeah, with all the stuff that we did. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, because you got the calendar when you go to the photos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that lets you know, yeah.
So you might have a couple thousand.
Maybe 3.
Get on.
Maybe 3,000, yeah.
You're a legend among most of the people that watch Smoking Jim Frazier.
But that's all been since I've been with you.
Well, 6.5 years.
Yeah. 95% of them have been that way, you know.
Well, we do some
I throw a
good PR.
mohawk in every now and again.
A mohawk. Hey, you've been showing some pictures with no hat on.
Yeah.
You got some hair there.
Yeah.
I see that. I like every one that you put up. They don't get by me. They don't get by me.
That is amazing.
I might be late on a couple of them, but they don't get by me.
I tell you what, the most amazing thing with Facebook, this was before you even got your smartphone. I'd go and I'm like, okay, I'll go friend request this person. I'll go here. You're already their friend. I'm like, how they don't know everybody, man? But that's back when you had more friends than me.
Yeah, but I slowed down on purpose. Because you're going to go to 5,000.
I went by you, man.
That's okay. It stops you at 5,000.
Nah, not me.
No, it stops at 5.
Nah.
Yeah, you're done at 5.
No,
what do you got,
me.
4926 or something?
But all I do is go back and start deleting guys. Yeah, whop. I start chopping them down, brother. There was always room for a pretty woman. Whatever a man can do, a woman can do better.
That's for all you women out there. Smoking Jim's philosophy. But he's the man with all the women. You're a legend in all these guys' minds.
Thanks.
Even the newest friends that we make, they go, how does Smoking Jim get a beautiful woman every day? They just want to know.
And I tell you stuff I would never tell nobody else. You're accusing me. I'm like, yeah, I'm only telling you. I don't tell nobody else nothing, man. Only
I
you.
just told them what you post each day with a beautiful woman there because you want to see if they still like you. And they do. Everybody likes you. There's nobody that doesn't like you. What more do you need?
Thanks, buddy.
I tell you that all the time. You're one of the most popular guys on social media and regular media.
I'm your black friend.
I know. You're my brother from another mother. I give credit to you. Just like we got a little off the subject with sports. Covered a little kite flying. Glad I could tell that story, true story for you. That could be one of your fiction and fact stories.
Yeah, I might have to adopt that one.
I know. Except nobody's seen you fly a kite.
That's true.
Well, I want to thank everybody for watching the show. We missed Chip Hayner. He couldn't make it tonight. I'm always, having fun with Smoking Jim Frazier. It's a great bond that we do have. I love how you bring different outlooks in the race car to sports all the time. So I got to at least mention that. And I want to end this show with stay Joey strong.